So this plane behind me is really special because it's the first electric race plane ever. It's going to be racing in the first electric air racing series ever, Air AC. But this plane is fully electric. So it's going to be racing 5 laps around a race course with 7 other airplanes trying to pass it and overtake it, and it's trying to be the first one across the line. This plane was built in the UK by a British team. One of 8 teams we're announcing today. And this is the first of its kind. You'll see many more like this in the future, and they'll all be doing some exciting sports with us. So this plane actually began life as a Formula One air racer. So there's a sport called Formula One air racing. It's been around for a long, long time, and we've been organizing races around the world. It's a very, very exciting sport. What we did was this particular plane has actually won some championships in UK and France over time, and we've retrofitted it to convert it to electric, much in the same way that airplanes that you see around us are going to be eventually electric powered. Of course, that's the beauty of where Airbus got involved, because they, of course, realized that this is going to be the future of aviation. And the technology really begins on this sort of a platform, on a very small test race platform. This is where we can prove and test some of the technologies and do a lot of the learning that's going to contribute to electric propulsion in some of the larger airplanes like you see behind this. So what's really fun, and this really makes our partnership with Airbus something a little bit more special and personal, is that we actually have a number of Airbus employees that actually are involved in the sport. So this Air AC comes from a sport called Formula One, as I mentioned, and we have a lot of mechanics, engineers, and race pilots that work in the Airbus community, engineers, and they work at Airbus, and they bring their skills and their excellence to the sport, and we're harnessing that and getting some of those Airbus employees as well involved in the sport of electric air racing. So it's a really close-knit community, and it's a really special adventure we're sharing with Airbus.